Good morning. Welcome to In the Loop with BVTV News. We're live here in Bristol Village on this beautiful Monday morning, February 3rd, 2025. Grab your favorite drink, your pencil, and your paper, and join us live every Monday morning at 8:30 as we try to keep you in the loop with the latest news, changes, cancellations, cafe specials, weekly weather, inspiration with Chaplain Paul Girdley, a Who's Who's interview today with Katie House, some upcoming events later on in the show. Big thank you, as always, to our sight and sound guys. They always do a great job keeping us in line, right? We have Jim Boyce and Terry Frey with us today. I am your co-host, Stacy Hobbs.
Well, good morning to my favorite listeners out there, and you are locked in on BVTV Live. And I am your co-host, Sandy Pulver, and Stacy and I, want to give you what's going on in February as well as the months ahead. So, Stacy, take it over, girl.
All right, for this week, we have, I wanted to mention once again that the Glenn Center survey is now in your, you can find it either in the office or underneath this large foundation sign out here in the Glenn Center, and they would like to have those filled out by next week on February 13th. The Vespers Committee has their survey. It's in the Bugle that everyone should have by now, right? Is that correct? So you'll have that in your Bugle, and if you could fill that out and turn that back into the main office, they'd appreciate that. Today we have our stretch and tone class that continues. It meets every Monday and Wednesday morning at 9:15 to 10 o'clock. We have a great group, men and women.
Young and old.
Young and old, that's right. In that class, so I'd love to have you and see you in class today and Wednesday. Monday morning Bible study continues. They meet in the multi-purpose room on Mondays from 11 to 12. Peggy Lib has one more week. Today is the final day, and they're going to be studying the hymn Blessed Assurance today. Tomorrow, just a reminder that there's no veterans meeting this month, but they will meet again the first Tuesday in March. Thursday, we have our genealogy group meets at 4 o'clock in the craft room. They will be covering a YouTube program about ancestors, and then they'll have some group share afterwards. Enrichment hour.
Enrichment?
They're reaching out to you.
Yeah.
Enrichment hour meets weekly on Thursdays in the Glenn Center auditorium from 7:30 to 8:30 p.m. Bristol Village resident Bob Farrar will be taking us to Saudi Arabia. His interest in this faraway land gives us an opportunity to learn more about their history and culture. Bob has traveled to various locations and is looking forward to expanding his horizons upon retirement in the near future. Don't get left behind. Come and join him for an interesting travel log. Again, that's on Thursday. Sunday, we have Religious Liberal Fellowship. They will meet for coffee and conversation at 2 o'clock in the Residence Cottage. Then we have Vespers that evening. They will be meeting again in the Glenn Center Auditorium from 7:30 to 8:30. The speaker this Sunday is Dudley Bolzer. So that's all I have for this week's news.
That's good.
We're going to turn it over to Chaplain Paul, and he's going to give us an inspirational word today.
I'm going to try to give it an inspirational word, but this is what's on my heart this week. In between services yesterday, I saw on the television, played in a variety of places, was the movie Groundhog Day with Bill Murray. That was filmed in 1993. And as I saw snippets of that movie, I was reminded of this very fact, and the message that I want to bring today is based on some of that. I don't know, that's not real scriptural, but it is a principle that does come from God's kingdom. And the principle is that what makes worth living today is the relationships that God has provided in your life. What Bill Murray found out as he lived the same day over and over and over again was not that his deeds is what gave him importance, but his relationships with people. And as he began to understand and know those people better, that he was able to live that same day over and over again based on the people that gave it meaning. And may we see that here today, that is a biblical principle, that other people make life worth the living. Jesus says these very same words as his disciples said, "We left everything to follow you." Jesus says, "Everyone who has left houses, brothers or sisters or father or mother or children or farms for my name's sake will receive many times as much and will inherit eternal life." I put this in the Bugle I tried to communicate this in the Bugle last month, but many of us have given up many things, from property to other things, to come to live at Bristol Village. But may we see that we have gained so much more. I would like to say I have numerous grandmothers and grandfathers, but I'm older now, so I have to put myself in the category of a son here because I can't qualify as a grandkid anymore. But I would say to the residents of Bristol Village, I feel like I have many fathers and mothers here today, based upon the love that they have given and what they come to bring at Bristol Village. And it makes working here everything for me. And I know it does for other employees. I'm not the only one. I would love to share some personal stories, but I can't share all of it. But one of the ladies told me, she said, I'll just quote what she said. She said, "If I didn't have Bristol Village, I wouldn't have much in my life." That means a lot to a young lady who works here and speaks to the residents who invest in her life regularly. So thank you for the person that you are, and thank you for being a community that is loving, that is giving, and makes today worth it because of what you bring. And let us have a word of prayer. Heavenly Father, may we see today that we have all this and more that you have promised us. What a beautiful thing to come to work at Bristol Village, to be with friends and to be with coworkers and who are one and the same, and makes this a wonderful place to work and to live at. We pray that you would bless our residents today, meet their needs, be with those who are struggling, that have to make decisions, that have worries and anxieties. Alleviate those today and use your people to be a blessing to them. Guide us this week, and we thank you for the community of Bristol Village, and we love you very much. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Amen.
For your time. Yes,
God
thank
bless
very
you.
much. God bless you too. Have a great week.
Same to you. Be safe out there.
You too.
Well, it's time for our In the Loop interview, and today I'm so happy to have Katie House. She's a sales liaison for At the Door. Welcome, Katie, to our program.
Hi, thank you so much.
It's so good to have
Thank you guys
here.
for having me.
Well, we're so thankful to have you, and to bring us some beautiful flowers.
Yes.
Oh, they smell. This table smells. It smells so good. To get us started, I'd like for our audience to know a little bit more about who you are.
Sure. So my name is Katie House. I work for the senior sales division here at National Church Residences, and been with the company since just about August, but I've been in senior services and senior healthcare for going on 20 years now.
Oh, wow, you're just a baby.
Yeah. So part of my role entails just helping those age in place however they would want to. So I serve those here in Pike County as well as our campuses and those in the community in Scioto County as well.
Okay.
Yeah,
Well, you know, At the Door it's a catchy name.
it is.
And what is this service provide for us here in the village?
So for those who live here in Bristol Village, it provides a nurse practitioner that actually comes to your door. So as many think, once upon a time you had, the physicians that would come and make house calls. So we find that as people age, maybe transportation's a little harder for them. The mobility to get in and out of the physician's office is a little harder. Or, since COVID, a lot of people are hesitant about going and sitting in a waiting room. So this brings the provider to your home. The provider that we have here on campus, her name is Danica Dow. She's local to the Pike County area. And she would take the place of your regular family physician. So a lot of people, it's a good time to transition if their provider is retiring, maybe they're moving on and they're going to have to switch to someone else in the practice. Okay. It's a good time to maybe switch if you're thinking about that, or maybe if the ins and outs of the car and traveling to the physician are becoming a little more strenuous for you. I'm happy to go and meet with anyone one-on-one in their home to discuss it further if they would like to meet in person. And also we can do all labs, x-rays, things like that in the home as well.
Now, does Dana work out of her car, or does she have an office?
Well, so our At Your Door office is centrally located in the Columbus area.
Okay.
So all of the providers are kind of like myself. We work kind of just in the area that we serve.
Okay.
Yep.
Now, you also serve in another area here in the village, and that's the Alzheimer's and Dementia Program.
Sure. Yep.
Can you tell us a little bit about where they meet and when and
Yeah, so the third Wednesday of the month at 2 p.m., we meet at the Welcome Cottage,
It's
there
a-
beside the admin office. And so that is through the Alzheimer's Association. It is a caregiver support group for anyone who may be just feeling that burnout of caring for a loved one. That could be a spouse, a parent, a family member. Right now our group is small because I think it's just having some consistency with us meeting. But we would love to have more people come. So even if it's not just an Alzheimer's or dementia diagnosis that you're caring for someone, it could be anything. We all can relate to that stress and burnout. Our group is 100% confidential. Anything and everything that you share in the group is not something that's going to be out and publicized or gossiped upon or anything like that. We really are a family, and we want to be there to support one another. We kind of give ideas, and sometimes it's just a safe place to be able to talk to one another.
sure, a little extra support?
Absolutely.
And it doesn't have to be a family member. Could it
Nope.
be a friend?
It could be a friend. It could be anyone that you're dealing with, or maybe you just want to come and gather some extra tools to help someone else that you know, like a friend. You know that your friend is dealing with their spouse who has this. You can come to the group and we can share some tips and tricks, and
Yeah.
we've been able to do that for so many.
Okay, and you already answered the one question about being confidential, but is that something that a person would sign a paper and say, hey, you don't say anything, or is it just being
It's just very much understood.
understood?
Yeah. And everyone that we have had come in has been a great support to one another. We don't share any of your confidential information like telephone number, name, anything like that. But I have been lucky enough to see so many relationships be built, and people want to exchange their contact information so they can keep in touch with the other group members throughout the month.
Okay.
So that way they have that support throughout.
Well, that's important too.
Absolutely.
Exactly. I know there's been a little bit of transition of workers too. We had a nurse there, we had another PA. Is that a problem keeping staff, or is it just they just move on, or they get
For
transferred?
At Your Door.
For the Alzheimer's dementia program. 'Cause-
No, so Shannon Hughes Elliott, who was part of the group prior to me coming, she has a larger group in the Ross County area.
Okay.
So she was helping develop the one in Pike County. And then as I came on, then there's an extensive amount of training that we have to go through the Alzheimer's organization. And so once I've completed that, then I kind of took that on. So she still has her larger group there in Ross County, and she's such a great resource if I ever have a question or run into something that I don't know. But one of our goals for the Alzheimer's Association that we want to do and through our meeting is participate in the Walk to End Alzheimer's. We would love to have a group here at Bristol Village just to represent maybe those that we know of currently in the past that have struggled dealing with that. So more information to come as that goes. Those walks typically happen August, September.
Okay, great. Well, Katie, is there, for an example, in an emergency, if someone is having to deal with their loved one and you just can't handle them, and there's nobody to reach, can they reach out to you or to Dana? How would they go about that?
Sure,
if
yeah.
something really
So
comes up?
I am always available. My number is 740-222-2553. If I'm with another patient, please feel free to leave me, a message, and I'll get right back to you. But that can be with anything. So part of my greater good here at Bristol Village is to help people age however they would like to in place. So I can help with our private duty services that we offer, home care, which could include skilled nursing and rehab in your home, hospice services for those people, as well as At Your Door. So once again, I'm happy to speak with anyone, and I've probably stopped in so many people's homes with what Paul and I have kind of named the village visits. We'll go and knock on your door to discuss things with people. But if anyone has a question, they can reach out to me, or they can call the main office building. They're going to dispatch me if someone has lost my number.
For just in case you didn't get that phone number, her phone number is
740-222-2553.
Well, we want to thank you, Katie, for being here. And again,
you.
for our flowers.
Absolutely.
I hope they'll last for a long time.
They
you said.
will, yes,
So we're
absolutely.
excited to have you here this morning. And here's a little card to
Oh, well, thank you so much.
And we appreciate your time.
Absolutely.
And, just be safe there driving that car
Yes,
around.
thank you. I appreciate you guys
Well,
so
thank
much.
you. God bless you and have a good week.
Thank you.
Well, that was a nice interview.
Oh, yes.
I like
Very
that,
good.
and she was very informative. For the upcoming events that I have for you this morning, is our February display case is up, as you noticed, with some great photos of couples from years ago to now. And the theme is Share Your Love, or Share the Love. The Creative Arts Committee is also giving you a challenge, and that is to guess who those sweethearts are. There's about 58 to 60 photos, and there is a table sitting out in front of the display case to put your guesses in. And once you have those in there by the 15th of February, on the 17th, live here on BBTV in the loop as well, we will give those the winner of who guessed them all, plus the identifications of those couples. There's some hard ones.
Yeah.
I'll tell you, it's kind of really interesting. As Stacy had mentioned, the survey that is being really necessary, for you to hand in. About 2 weeks ago, there was only 33 that had handed them in. So that's a very small number. And this is your village, this is your home. If you have issues and concerns and you want some answers, this is the best way to do it instead of being negative about, oh, this or that. So get those surveys in so we can get some answers. The Bristol Village Choir will be participating in the Vespers service on March 2nd at 7:30. For those who like to sing, and I know there's some singers there in the Monday morning Bible study. They sing without music, so I know there's some lovely voices to join in. The Bible study, by the way, this week is Well With My Soul, not to correct you, but they do have one more week. And next week is Blessed Assurance. So Stacy had mentioned that. So there is also a Bible study, not Bible study, but the rehearsal room at 9:45 on Tuesdays is for the BV Choir. And it's under the direction of Daryl Foreman, as well as Karen Henderson on the piano. Now, that's a great exercise, believe it or not, for your diaphragm and for your vocal cords to sing. And there's no audition, so you can just come on over, and if you can't sing too well, that's okay, they'll take you. The Executive Council meeting on February the 14th is at 2 o'clock in the Glenn Center here in the auditorium. This is all for the committee heads, and anyone is welcome to come, and that way you can see the nucleus at work. And it does take volunteers to make this work. And speaking of volunteers, here at Bristol Village, it helps with our activities, our programs, and leaders, and more. Now, I am the chairperson of the nomination committee, as well as with Connie Sheridan and Pat Penrose. And in the next coming months, we're going to be calling you. And before you give us an answer, yes or no, take it in prayer, maybe even kind of a little research, and think about it before you say yes or no. And the rest is history. So that would really be great to have you. Are you ready for a change of scenery? I am. The Crosswell VIP tours have scheduled several trips, but I'd like to mention a couple of them. And this one here is a Valentine's getaway. It's at French Lick Resort and Derby Dinner Playhouse on February 11th and 12th. It's for 2 days, 1 night, 3 meals, and a show. Another one that might be fun, and it's a little farther away, is the Escape to the Opryland Hotel. That's with the Nashville Nightlife Dinner Theater, and that's on March 13th through the 15th. There's so much more that Crosswells is putting out for those that like to travel. And you want to contact Crosswell VIP Tours. Now, if you have your pencil handy, the phone number for that is 513-724-2206. Or you can go on the email, and that's capital letters, go.crosswell.com. I'll give you that phone number again. It's 513-724-2206. Then also, we are having a Valentine's dinner, and I'm excited about that. It's with the cafe's premiere as well as the enrichment hour. That is on the 14th, and as you see on BBTV, it says 4:30. Forget the 4:30. It's at 6 o'clock for the dinner. They're serving lobster bisque with your entree is filet Oscar, roasted asparagus, saffron rice, garlic cheese biscuit with chocolate-covered strawberries. But that doesn't end the evening, because the enrichment hour is coming together with music and entertainment, and that's going to have the Sandy and Alicia Sondegeltz, Audrey Tyson and Karen Henderson with a love song duet on a violin and piano. And I'm not going to give away the rest. There's a couple more residents as well as somebody outside who, you have to pay for, but he is excellent, and you're going to love that. Now, you do have to have your RSVP in by February 10th, and it's $25 per person. But what can you say? A good dinner like that with entertainment, it's well worth the night
Great
out.
time.
Exactly. So before I close on that one, we do have the Health Pro program, which prevents the heart health topic this month. It's on February the 13th. It's at 2 o'clock. You want to mark your calendars for that, and the rest we have a lot of great topics coming up. So with that, Stacy, I'm going to turn it back to you and finish this up.
All right. So for the cafe today, we have the fish of the day is fish and chips, coleslaw, and hush puppies. Special number 1 is chicken Pacifica, garlic red skinned potatoes, California blend veggies, and a dinner roll. And then special number 2 is spaghetti with meatballs and a side salad. That sounds great. Kay wanted me to mention and let you all know that the Terrace Cafe will be closed for breakfast on Friday, February 14th due to the premiere night, and to, again, RSVP by February 10th. That's next Tuesday. The weekly weather for this week today is a high of 65. It's getting warm out, only for a little while. Don't get too excited. It's partly cloudy. Tomorrow is partly cloudy, a high of 47, a low of 32. Wednesday is a high of 40, low of 40. 70% chance of rain. Thursday is 70% chance of storms, and it's a high of 60, low of 31. Friday is a high of 42, partly cloudy. Saturday we have a high of 47, 70% chance of rain. Sunday a high of 47, 30% chance of rain. Looks like rainy and stormy this week. That's what we get for having a nice day today, I guess. Birthdays this week. Today's birthday is Doris May. Happy birthday to you. Tomorrow is David Smith and Carol Kaplinger. And then the 6th is Gary Gillespie. He's over in our main office. The 8th is Deanna Rose and Kay Smallwood, Bristol Healthcare staff. She runs our food program. And then Peggy Lieb is also on the 8th. And then just so you know, if it was Buckeye Chuck, he predicted our weather yesterday. So we know, we got to lean on him a little bit. But Punxsutawney Phil isn't the only weather predicting groundhog that enjoys a day of public spotlight. We have our own Buckeye Chuck here. He's more accurate. I believe, because I like his prediction better than Punxsutawney Phil's. They're getting like 6 more weeks of winter or something like that. But he predicted yesterday, declaring that we will have an early spring on the way. So thank you, Buckeye Chuck, for coming through on us. We've had enough of this weather, but that is all I have for today.
Well, that was good. We had a great program this morning. We really appreciate you listening. But as we close our segment for today, we want to challenge you to stay active, get involved, and focus on what's important to you. And, of course, be thankful for what you have. Every day is a blessing, and we appreciate everything that we do have. But if possible, give something a little bit extra to someone that you don't know, or even if you do know, and not all that is a smile. So we're giving you one of our smiles to you, and we wish you a very good week, and be safe. And until next time, we say, what?
Have a blessed day.
Have a blessed day. Okay. God bless. Take care.